In the beginning, early humans had nothing they could truly call their own. Over time, they learned to make various items using materials from nature, starting with stones, then moving to wood and bones, and finally the metals. Today, we are going to discuss the Metal Age. The Age of Metals began 4,000 years ago when humans started making metal objects. The Age of Metals was a true milestone in human history because metal tools were far more durable than stone tools. The Age of Metals is divided into the Copper Age, the Bronze Age, and the Iron Age. The Copper Age. The Copper Age, also known as the Chalcolithic Age, was a short transitional period between the Paleolithic Age and the Bronze Age. It lasted from approximately 4000 BCE to 2000 BCE. The word Chalcolithic comes from the Greek words chalco meaning copper and lithos meaning stone. During this time, the copper became the first metal discovered and used by humans. The art of smelting and molding copper was developed, and tools made from stone and bone were now supplemented with copper implements. People used copper for various items such as nails, pans, roof tiles, and even statues of gods. Chalcolithic people built houses out of stone or mud brick, and their villages grew larger and were often fortified. Unlike earlier communal living, grain storage and food preparation became private. Chalcolithic farmers raised domestic animals like sheep, goats, cattle, and pigs, and their diet was also supported by hunting and fishing. Milk and its byproducts were important. The main crops they grew included barley, wheat, and pulses. Although most goods were locally produced and used, there was also some long-distance trade. Items traded included figurines of laden animals, copper and silver ores, basalt bowls, timber, and resins. The Bronze Age. The Bronze Age began around 3000 BCE in Mesopotamia and China and around 2300 BCE in Europe. It was a period in early human history when people began using bronze, a metal made by mixing copper and tin. Bronze tools and weapons were much stronger and more durable than those made of copper. Bronze was used to create weapons such as spears, arrows, swords, and shields, which allowed kings to build powerful armies. Metal workers and metal traders became some of the most important and wealthy members of society. During the Bronze Age, farming became more efficient and productive because of the use of metal tools made from bronze. Farmers used bronze-tipped wooden plows, called ards, to till the soil, irrigate farmland, and prepare it for planting. They also used bronze sickles with carved blades to harvest crops, bronze axes to cut trees and clear land, and bronze hoes to dig and remove weeds. These tools helped improve crop productivity by breaking hard soil and managing water systems more effectively. As a result, people were able to grow more food and support larger communities. They cultivated crops such as wheat, barley, lentils, and peas, and raised animals like cattle, sheep, goats, and pigs. With a more stable food supply, communities grew and early trade developed. During the Bronze Age, animal-drawn vehicles were invented, improving transportation. As a result, roads and trackways were also upgraded for easier movement and trade. Boats were also used in the Bronze Age, which played a significant role in various aspects of Bronze Age life, including transportation, trade, and even ceremonial practices. People lived in round houses, circular structures built with wattle and daub or dry stone walls. Some homes were built on stilts in wetlands. A central fireplace was used for warmth, cooking, and light, and it was kept burning at all times. In the Bronze Age, clothing became more advanced. People moved beyond animal hides to wear long tunics made from wool, hemp, linen, leather, and sometimes fur. This period also saw the beginning of textile production. Leather was used for straps, belts, and shoes. Most clothing was in dark color, and people also wore hats. Their clothes were simple but useful for their daily life. With the help of bronze tools, people began building monuments using large stones called megaliths. One famous example is Stonehenge in England, a stone circle or henge. New burial tombs were created under small mounds called round barrows. These graves often included bronze, flint and stone tools, as well as amber and bone jewelry. Over time, cremation became more common. The ashes were placed in small pits or pottery urns, often within older or newly built barrows.